Hi, and welcome to another episode of Conversation with a Chef. I'm Jo Ritty, and I love sharing with you the conversations I get to have with talented and passionate chefs. It's the backstory, if you will, to the food they're putting up. I begin today by acknowledging the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, traditional custodians of the land where this conversation takes place. Land which was never ceded, land where communities came together to eat seasonally, locally, and without exhausting resources. I pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. Today I'm chatting to Joel Alderdice at TarraWarra Estate in the Yarra Valley. Joel grew up in Badger Creek in the Yarra Ranges and completed his apprenticeship at TarraWarra Estate under Chef Robin Sutcliffe. Having completed his training and won Best Apprenticeship of the Year, Robin encouraged him to broaden his horizons and move to the city to check out some other venues. He certainly did that, working with friend of the podcast and legend chef Nicky Riemer at Union Dining. He then went on to sous chef at Ebenezer restaurant and the Healesville hotel before taking on the role of head chef at Bar Liberty in Fitzroy and gaining a chef's hat there in 2017. Now in a full circle, he's back at TarraWarra Estate as head chef and he's loving every minute of it. Joel is all about the hospitality. He loves chatting to diners and getting their feedback, and his goal is always to give the guests a lovely time. This was a phone call, but I have been out to TarraWarra before and I love that part of the world. I'm looking forward to getting back out there again and trying some of Joel's food. I somehow ended up sharing one of my own family's secret recipes, the old vegemite and chip sandwich, and I'm fairly certain Joel liked the sound of it. If you're out at TarraWarra anytime soon, let me know if it appears on the menu. Hi Joel, how are you?
I'm good. Sorry I missed your call.
That's all right. How are you going? How's your Friday?
Friday's good. Half full today, which is nice.
Okay, that's good. I'm just looking, because I'm in Camberwell and you're out in the Yarra Valley, and I remember when I drove out a few years ago to speak to Mark Ebel at TarraWarra.
Okay. Yep.
It was a really cloudy, amazing day, and like just driving towards the winery, just the sky is so amazing out where you are. And what's it looking like today? Is it cleared up out there, or is it?
It's still a little bit cloudy.
Yeah.
We're hoping it comes good because we got our deck menu running at the moment. The weather's just been putting that on hold. So hopefully we get a few sunny days this weekend and.
Yeah,
get people out on the deck enjoying the view. Yeah,
absolutely. Amazing. I always think it's so lovely to be eating out amongst the vines and you have all the added things of the art gallery and so on as well out there. It's stunning. It's so good. I'm kind of sad I'm not out there today talking to you, that I'm just on the phone, but you know.
Yeah, you have to come out anyway.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely.
We've actually just started some works as well on the property, so.
Oh, okay.
It's a 2-year build behind the restaurant.
Yeah.
It's basically an extension of the art gallery, so it's gonna house 300 pieces of the Beeson's personal collection, and also be like a place for seminars and learning for arts and like a bit of a gathering place as well. So exciting.
That sounds amazing. Yeah. Wow. Gosh, it's just. Wineries are just so much more these days, aren't there? There's aren't they? So I've been reading a bit about you and how great that you're back at TarraWarra. So 10 years after you left, is that right? So you were there. You did your apprenticeship there.
Yeah. So I did my apprenticeship with a chef called Robin Sutcliffe.
Yes.
And then moved after the apprenticeship down to the city, and then taken over the kitchen now. So
I know.
It's funny too because it's been the same front of house manager the whole time I've been away. So Darren's still here after I think he's been here for about 18 years. So.
Yeah, wow. So what's different? Obviously you're in the head chef role, so that's different. Have there been some other changes since you've been away?
Yeah, so the cellar door used to be in the restaurant. And now we've got a separate cellar door sort of dug into the hill and like a beautiful barrel hall and stuff. So the restaurants, I guess we used to do a la carte as well back in the day. So we've sort of moved towards set menu, and everyone that's sort of in the restaurant is just there for the restaurant experience. And then the cellar doors, you can obviously do that before and after lunch if you want to. But so the kitchen's probably 3 times the size of when I did my apprenticeship here.
Yeah, wow.
So that's pretty happy with that one. And I think it's changed quite a lot.
Yeah. And you will have changed in 10 years as well. I see you've been at some great places with, a great start with Robin Sutcliffe, and then Union Dining with Nicky Riemer. I had a chat to her a few years ago as well. She's amazing. And then...
Nicky's, she was a really big mentor and influence for me. Great person.
Yeah. And then, so you've had some restaurant time, and you were at the Healesville Hotel, and then in Bar Liberty. That's another great favourite, isn't it, in Fitzroy?
I love Liberty.
And so you've won quite a few awards and accolades. So Apprentice of the Year in 2011, and you got a chef's hat at Bar Liberty in 2017. How big is that for you? Is that, is that the goal, to win those kinds of awards and, I guess, recognition? Is that what you aim for?
Oh, sorry, cutting out a little bit. No, look, I think for me, it's always been about, obviously I enjoy working in a kitchen, because I think, I wouldn't do it unless I really enjoyed the work.
Yeah.
So I think it's more giving the guest. I love the guest experience, and I like to interact with the tables a lot here at TarraWarra. If someone sort of mentions that they are enjoying it and they're super interested or whatever, I'd love to do that and sort of say thanks for coming in and get their feedback. So for me, it's sort of, it is like, I love that. If people come up to the past and we've made the day special, I think that's the biggest thing for me. And also, I think, just the crew. I always try and fill the team with good people as well, and just try and enjoy the work.
And what made you want to become a chef in the first place? Did you always know that's what you wanted to do?
I think it started. Well, I was working in a butcher shop after school hours, and my mum hated cooking so much. So I'd bring home some meat and loved doing it, because otherwise it would just be chicken sausages or frozen pizza. So I was really enjoyed getting to play around and obviously watching Jamie Oliver and those sort of people.
Right.
Just have a passion, just that passion for ingredients and cooking and stuff. It was nice, because I'd never really cared that much about school or anything else. I just sort of didn't have any real passion towards anything other than music. So it was nice to find something that it didn't actually feel like work. It was I just enjoy being in the kitchen. And so I got a job washing dishes at Giant Steps after that, because my brother was working on the floor there. And then just started cooking on the larder section after high school as well. So just on the weekends and weeknights and stuff. So just fell in love with it.
And obviously you enjoy the interaction with the diners. That's pretty amazing, because I reckon that's probably what hospitality should be about, isn't it? It's about being hospitable and
Absolutely, yeah. And we have a lot of guests that come in quite often as well, locals and not locals. People like what we do. It means a lot to us.
Yeah. And what kind of cuisine do you feel most drawn to? Is it modern Australian, or do you like experimenting with some other cuisines? Where are you at the moment?
For me, it's more about I love cooking everything. So for me, it's more about doing the best I can for the workplace I'm in. So TarraWarra, obviously a winery, cooking food that goes with the wine, but also hopefully is as regional as possible within the cost bracket I can use. So it's more. It is like I love cooking everything. I could go home and cook Thai, and I love that sort of food. But I also love cooking shared food a lot. Having worked in wine bars and things like that, I love just putting out plates of charcuterie and big shared bits of meat or whatever it is. But it's quite nice now cooking a set menu to sort of refocus and make every plate a little bit more detailed. But yeah, I get just as much of a kick making a sandwich, to be honest.
What do you reckon is the perfect sandwich?
Well, I can't say it's the perfect one, but I think I've been loving throwing a crust bit or just some chips in the middle, so you've got a crunch layer.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon you can't go past that kind of chips in a sandwich thing. I remember when we were little in New Zealand, Mum would make Vegemite and chip sandwiches, and just with fresh white bread. So good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And so, what are some of your favourite dishes that are on at the moment that kind of reflect that your enjoyment of the detail and so on? We've got people love the dessert we have on at the moment. My pastry chef doesn't love it so much. It's basically it's a tart that we have on, and I've always done a version of this dish, but it's basically she has to shave a lot of macadamia nuts to finish this tart to make it look beautiful. So she spends a couple of hours of her day shaving nuts on a mandolin. So we try and mix it up and pass the mandolin around the kitchen to sort of give her wrist a break. But I had a bad experience with a mandolin, so I can't imagine shaving something as small as a macadamia nut with any degree of safety.
Exactly, yeah.
Wow.
But people really love it, and I think when they see it out and the work that goes into it is in front of you visually, you actually, I guess, get a real kick out of seeing that the amount of work we put into it.
Yeah. And do you have lots of cookbooks, or where do you get your inspiration from? Instagram, YouTube?
Yeah, when I was younger, I definitely spent every spare dollar I had on cookbooks. Now it's probably more eating out and Instagram, or I've got a lot of friends in the industry now, so seeing what other people are doing and just having a chat, and I guess the inspiration over the last probably 6 years of cooking comes more from the farms we use. Timbara Farm send me a list every week of what's available. I think that's my favourite way to cook as well, just to sort of, you're not just throwing a dish together because you think, that'll be good. It's what's available now and how can we best use it.
Is there still a kitchen garden at TarraWarra?
There is. We unfortunately had to let our kitchen gardener go. It was just cost-wise what we were producing versus having someone here wasn't really working out, but we still pick from it every day, and we've sort of established it, so we've got some things in rotation, like all of our garnishes and flowers come from the garden.
Great.
We had a full bed of asparagus this year, which was good, and I'll obviously be back next year. So we'll just wait till that's already seeded. At the moment, it's already taller than me, so it was we got a short season out of it, but it was nice for a month to be able to serve asparagus that was pick that morning up.
Amazing. The flavour's just so great, isn't it? Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. And you literally just cook a piece and eat it, and you're like, wow, that's how it should be.
Well, we've got asparagus that grows every year as well, and just even that when it's freshly picked, even raw, it tastes amazing. And I would never probably do that from the vegetable shop. But
No, and it's amazing how quickly they come up, right?
Yeah. And you've got to get to them quickly too. Yeah. Now, a question I'm asking quite a bit lately in the last year or so is about well-being, because I know that it can be quite pressured in the kitchen, but I imagine at TarraWarra it's quite a beautiful place to work, but you do big numbers. How do you maintain a feeling of well-being for you and your staff when it's stressful?
I am someone that has suffered with a lot of anxiety in the kitchen. So I think I'm quite aware. I'm not going to ride my staff and make them stressed. I want everyone to have a voice and be comfortable saying, I'm having a bad day, or if we all sort of help each other out. If someone's section's not ready for service, then we'll all jump around and just try and make it work and help each other that way. I think as well, we are in the open lunches, and so my staff only do day shifts, and we try and get out at a reasonable time, so we're not doing 15-hour days like I used to do. Maybe we'll have a wedding 4 times a year that we'll have to do a big shift.
Yeah.
But then we try and make it up the next week, and we do say, for instance, if there's a public holiday, we'll open 6 days that week, but then the following week we'll give them all 3 days off to sort of make up for it. And if someone, obviously, I think just having conversations with people and making sure they're all good is a big part.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's really important, just opening the lines of communication, and I think that's probably quite different in kitchens these days. Hopefully.
Yeah, it's good to see people approaching it in a different way.
Yeah. And then just a final question, because I know you've got to get ready for all your people that are coming, is what would your advice be to young people who are thinking of, or maybe not just young people, but anyone who is thinking of becoming a chef?
I would say don't settle for a bad employer. Find a place that you're gonna learn and progress.
Yeah.
And that will look after you, not only in terms of learning, but in terms of financially. I think a lot of people get wrapped up in the passion of things when it comes to the arts or food, or when people are so passionate, I think they forget it sometimes that it's a job.
Yeah.
And try and make a career out of it.
Yeah.
So I think, find an employer that's going to support and sort of nurture you and want you to progress.
Yeah. Great. Well, thank you, Joel. And the sun's coming out here, so I hope it's coming out there, and that you have a really great weekend.
A little bit.
Yeah. Fantastic. Look, have a great service and a really good weekend, and thanks so much for your time.
Yeah, you as well, and hopefully we'll see you out here sometime.
Oh yeah, I would love that.
All right. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Conversation with a Chef with Joel Alderdice from TarraWarra Estate. TarraWarra has a beautiful Instagram account for you to check out at _TarraWarra_, that's TarraWarra. There are divine photos of the food and the view. I'm also on Instagram at Conversation with a Chef, and if you want to read the chat, you can head to www.conversationwithachef.com. I would love it if you told a friend about my chats, and of course you can follow me on Apple and Spotify podcasts. Once again, thanks for listening and have a great day.